Hi Giovanni, thank you
Hi.
for having accepted our invitation.
Thank you for inviting me.
So today is our 10th video recorded interview, and I would like to remind our audience that this specific name of psychic being has been given by Shkobino and Mother. But in other traditions, we might call it otherwise. Or sometimes we call about the higher self, the code of the soul, but ultimately we are all talking about the same inner guidance. So, what about your guidance, your inner guidance, Giovanni? Could you tell a little bit how it unfolds in your day-to-day life?
So for me, the inner being is really my compass. And it was not the case all the time in my life. I might say that I had the grace of being in contact with it without even knowing how to name or what was.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, when I thought a bit about this interview, I had in mind memories of weird events in my life where I was touching unconventional spaces.
Okay.
And without being looking for it. So anyway, that's the past. Nowadays, it's my compass, as I said. It's really what I look for when I have to take a decision. Yeah, if I don't know what to do, this is what is guiding me.
Okay, so let's dive a little bit in your practice.
Yeah.
How does it come that you might be in a position without knowing what to do, and you have to acknowledge your compass? How do you do that?
Yeah, I mean there will be multiple different cases. Even in my private life, sometimes I'm in a relationship. No, I'm in an intimate relationship with a partner, and in the past I had some doubts. No, so what is the best thing for me to do? Is it staying in this relationship or not, or focus on something else in my life? And going in contact with my inner being was helping.
Okay.
How?
No, yeah. What is your way to be in contact? Are you asking a question? Do you pause? Do you wait for a signal in specific information?
Yeah, I don't have a regular practice in the sense that I don't do every day the same thing. But every day I meditate in different ways, and meditation is one way of being in contact with the inner being. So it can be, for example, sitting,
Okay.
and in the morning we have a beautiful space in the house where I am living with Sitara, and it's very quiet with a beautiful banyan tree in front of me. So I sit there and I look at the banyan tree, or I close my eyes and I go inside.
Okay. And does it manifest as some voice, some images, some words, some intuition?
It's not always the same. Not so much voices. I don't hear voices. It's more an inner knowledge. Let's say if I don't know what to do, it comes clarity.
Okay.
Just know.
And when this clarity comes, it's evident. It is the thing you should do. There is no doubt about it. Is it correct?
There is no doubt. Yeah, if I'm really sure that it's my soul, inner being, or psychic being, or whatever you want to call him, yes. At times, I mean, to be sure that what comes from the right source, that's another mastery you have to have. And sometimes I have, sometimes I don't.
Okay. So let's go a little bit back in your past. In the beginning of our conversation, you said that there were some events that came out of the blue you were not looking for, but still there was some kind of knowledge, understanding. So, and then things became more conscious, would you say?
But it took a long time. So what came back into my memory was in an event. To some friends I was sharing it, but I don't talk much about it. But I'll tell you now.
Yeah.
So how old was I? Okay, my first daughter, she was few years old, so 33. Let's say I was 33, around 33. And I lost in a big park in Rome. I lost the key of the house.
Okay.
So I realized only when I was in front of the house with my wife, my little kid, and my mother-in-law outside the door, waiting for me to open. I said, "Oh, I lost the key," and it was dark. I said, "Okay, I think I know where I lost it because I heard some sound when we were walking in the park." Okay, I go back and check for it. Come on, I mean, it's a huge park. It's as big as Auroville. This park is as big as Auroville, like the city center area, maybe even more. Let's say anyway, very big park of Rome. I enter and I start walking. I don't know what to do. And but my family is waiting outside the door to enter. And I just walk and I don't think much. I just walk. There was full moon. I walk. I try to find a place where I thought I heard this sound. And again, there were birds, animals, nobody in the park. The park was closed. I found a way to enter anyway. And finally, walking by, I see the moon reflecting, like I see a light. I said, okay. And I know that those are the keys. And indeed, like I walk by and I find the keys. And then I go back and I say, oh, I found the keys, but I didn't share much this. For me, it was just exceptional.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you another one in the same park. I think it's a magic place for me. Same park, Villa Ada. It's the name of the park. So I was alone that time. It was some years before. Yeah, some years before. I was alone, just walking in the park. And normal daytime, not night, daytime. Nice tree, but not like a banyan tree, special, big. No, just a normal tree. I put my hand near the tree, but like this, and suddenly I'm just projected outside the space. So, I mean, now I tell you like this, but in the moment I put my hand and I start, boom, my consciousness is projecting up. So like a rocket. And I see myself going in the space. I don't know how I see. Let's say I see. Going in the space, solar system, outside the solar system. I mean, I can talk about this now in Auroville, but if I would have talked about this to friends in Rome, they would have said you are crazy. And I didn't even put any labels on it. I just had this experience of going back to the limit of the universe. I arrived at the end of the universe. There was, I don't know. And then suddenly, boom, back into my body. I don't know how long it lasted. I don't know. Maybe 1 minute, maybe 10 seconds, maybe 10 minutes. I don't know. And then I find myself there. I said, okay, what's going on here? But I didn't think much. I just left. And I tried to find back this tree, but I couldn't because it was just one tree out of millions of trees in this park.
So do you try to mean that there was some previous experiences that you could not label or you could not put in specific category, and now it became a kind of conscious and a relationship that you are making and you are entertaining consciously
Yeah.
with something?
Yes, I have amazing experiences like this constantly.
Because this is interesting because it comes back to previous interview that we had that says that there is a part of the life that the connection with the psychic or the inner being is mostly unconscious, and there is a specific event that the connection is back, and from that moment onwards the relationship becomes conscious. It means that we can relate to some inner guidance consciously. Would it be the case in your life?
Maybe.
Not surely. Okay. Back to your daily practice. You say you go walking close to the banyan. Is there any other specific practice that you are more in contact with this?
I changed over time. I had many different kind of sadhana. Started with the yoga back many years ago. My first, okay, I was raised Catholic, so if you want to count that as a form of spirituality, actually it is, because I was I was even considering to becoming a priest. Yeah?
We have that in common.
Okay.
Because
but that was like, now I see it as an old form of spirituality, religion. But yeah, so I had that too, and then was yoga, and then I did different kind of meditation, like transcendental meditation.
Yeah.
Or many different things. Now I do some Sadhguru, as taught by Sadhguru, Surya Kriya every morning. Surya Kriya is a form of Surya Namaskar, sun salutation, but in a special way, combined with meditation and pranayama in a package.
Yeah.
And I do it every morning since maybe 1 year and a half.
And this kind of practice enhance your connection with your inner...
It's when I do meditation in the morning. Enhanced, I don't know.
Okay. And that at the opposite, would you say that there are something you should be cautious about regarding your own behavior, some traps on your path, something that makes you coming back, pulling back you back to this human stuff?
I'm constantly back. Constantly. It's sometimes it's frustrating. No, all the time it's frustrating. But only when I realize that I lost it, and I lose it constantly, unfortunately. Yeah, the moment I realize I lose it, then it's back. But
okay. So would you say that every day there is a kind of connection, or can you? Okay, it's a back and forth kind of thing. Is there anything you would like to share, especially with our audience? Maybe.
Yeah, no, Auroville is for me a place which helps my sadhana significantly. Nowadays I hear more and more this concept of plan B. No, find another place, create another Auroville. I'm not sure it will be really the same. I feel here something that when I'm back in Europe, I don't feel.
Okay. You mean that even though being in Auroville is sometimes tough and challenging, whenever you go back to Europe or Italy,
I start missing. The moment I leave, I miss physically the place, and even on a more subtle way, I miss it.
Going back physically to Europe or Italy and missing the place as Auroville, and being in Auroville and having some human attitudes when we understand that we are losing this connection, this inner connection. This could be a little bit similar. This is my own interpretation.
Maybe.
Okay. Thank you very much, Giovanni.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.